Okay, so this is another little video. This is our day 2. So this time what I've done is I've changed the colour of the canvas. I've used the background as red because we're going to do a sunset and we're going to try and use warmer colours. So this is my little makeshift palette. So all the colours, this is a blue from yesterday, but all the colours are quite warm. This is magenta, but you can use red or you can use a purple with a bit of red, or anything that's kind of sort of dark and rich, a dark pink. And then I've got oranges and yellows and pinks and the white. So this is a technique for sunsets. You can use this with acrylic as well, but if you do, you kind of need to work a little bit quicker because obviously the colours dry a bit quicker. So I've got 2 brushes. Just the same as yesterday. I'll be doing all my tutorials with these 2. So you've got a flat one and then you've got this little one as well. So we're not going to do any drawing in this one. What we're going to do is we're going to use the magenta. So just put a little bit on your brush there. This is going to be a very low horizon. We're just going to mark out the bottom bit with that. So with this one we're going to be working from this corner to this corner. So we start off with the darkest colour. And we're going to be kind of working in triangles. So get this on. It doesn't have to be too thick, because what we're going to do, we're going to blend them. This is a blending technique. So I'll put that one on first. And then next to that, I'm going to put a tiny line of white. And it's not quite touching. You see there's a little bit of a gap there. You can see the red canvas, so a tiny little bit of white there. And then the next colour is going to be orange. Again, we don't touch. We just go alongside it like this. Now, the good thing about these brushes is, because I've got a flat end like this, you can just put it on very loosely. A lot of people really struggle with how to kind of loosen up with painting. But with these brushes you're almost forced to, so it's quite a nice way of doing it. So it doesn't have to be in a straight line. I usually quite like it when it's a little bit jagged, gives it more depth. And then we're going to follow that with a little bit of white. It'll come clear later while we do this. So you're almost in a little halo around there. Not too much, because otherwise you'll wash it out. And then the next one, we're going to do yellow. And just a very kind of basic one along here. What we're going to do, we're going to kind of fill this corner in here. And then put a little line of white in. So it doesn't really look like much at the minute, but it will. And then I'm going to use a lighter yellow. And again, your brush strokes, quite rough, that's what we're after. And then in the top corner, I'm going to put some white. Fill that bit in there. So you see I'm angling my brush all the time, changing it. And then I think I'm going to put a little bit of pink just in this bit here. So you can kind of see the lines, there's kind of this sort of strange rainbow effect here. And then clean everything off your brush. You don't have to put it in terps or water, just wipe it off. If you put this now in terps, it'll dilute the brush. We just want it dry. So this is called dry brushing. So between these 2 now, we're just going to slightly cross over. And what that'll do is it'll just blend it in. The reason the white was there was just to give it a little bit of a lift. And then take this off. Take it off. And then the next layer here, cross these 2. So it's almost like a crisscross motion. And then that's blended. Blending this bottom bit here. Like so. Take that off, just give it almost a pinch, pull it off. Then the next one, crisscross it. can see how well it blends. And then the next one. And then finally that white. And then just give it a nice little crisscross. You can see it gives that beautiful layered look there. So, good to see that there. So the bottom part, you could do anything with this. You could have a seascape, or you could have mountains or grasses. I always think they look quite good when they're dark. Excuse me. So, dark along the bottom. This is magenta again. Got a hair in there. So along the bottom, and a very similar technique to what we've just done. So a line at the bottom. And then I'm going to use a little bit of white at the top. So in between those two bits there, in goes the white. And then just going to just go over these, and what they'll do, they'll blend. This will happen with acrylic, but you have to do it quite quickly because the acrylic dries really quick. Obviously oil paint takes a little bit longer. Just keep pulling your brush across and you get that nice line. If you want to go over it again, you can. Sometimes that kind of makes it look a little bit better, so you go over it with the dark again. It's just to kind of highlight them. And then I want to put a bit more orange in here, makes it a little bit brighter. And you really, really get that sort of gorgeous movement in the sky. You're just following those lines that you had in before. And then I'm going to put a little bit more yellow in. And then a little bit more of this light yellow. What you can do between these two is mix a yellow and a white. So you've got that lighter colour. And then I'm just going to have some more white in this corner. And you end up with this really, really gorgeous blended sky. Now the key to this is not to overwork it. If I keep working that now, I'll lose all these brush strokes, and that's what we want to keep. So just nice and loose, and keep that in there. And that is your tutorial for today. So if you do it, send me a little photo. It'd be nice to see how they all look. So I'll just zoom in on that a little bit. So there you go, there's our lovely sunset, and I hope you all enjoy it.